Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. Lori and I are really excited to share this adventure with you. First of all, it is our first post to the channel, so we're excited about that, but also because this was one of the most epic trips that we've ever been able to take. It's kind of one of those once-in-a-lifetime type trips. I want to give you a few details about it, and then we'll get straight to the videos. This was an 8-day whitewater rafting trip on the Colorado River down in the Grand Canyon. Lori and I flew out to Arizona the day before, and then we stayed there at the Grand Canyon Village located on the South Rim. The first day of the trip, there at the South Rim, we jumped on the Bright Angel Trail and went down to Pipe Creek Beach there on the Colorado. This is about an 8-mile hike, so it took us most of the first day. Pipe Creek Beach is located at mile 89 on the river, and over the next 7 days we floated 100 miles down to mile 189 to Whitmore Wash. Whitmore Wash, we jumped on a helicopter and were lifted out of the canyon, went to the Barton Ranch, and from the Barton Ranch then jumped on a commuter flight into Las Vegas. The following day we came back home on a commercial airline. One of the things that's unique about floating the canyon is that there's only about 25,000 people annually that get to float on the Colorado within the canyon itself. Some of these are people that are lucky enough to get a permit. They make their own arrangements, whether it's on a kayak or a raft or whatever. And then other people go with a commercial outfitter. Lori and I went with a commercial outfitter. The name of the company is called OARS. I'll put a link in the description so you can go to their website, check them out, and see all the different things that they do. They provide trips at a multitude of venues throughout the U.S. and even do some internationally. This particular trip we went on is one of their most popular trips in that this section of the Grand Canyon has some of the best whitewater that you'll find anywhere. We had to book this in December of 2022, and our trip wasn't even until June of this year of 2024. But all in all, it was a great trip. OARS was a great company to go with. The guides did so much for us while we were on our trip. They provided us with our meals. We usually woke up in the morning and would have eggs and bacon and pancakes and fruit. Lunch, they would give us a sandwich or wraps or different quick on-the-go type foods. And then at nighttime, we would have a more of a full meal. The first night we had ahi tuna, we had vegetables, we had pork chops one night, we had a Greek night, we had a burger night, all different types of meals, and everything was fantastic. They also provided us with all of our sleeping amenities, so whether it was just the tarp to put on the ground, an air mattress, a sleeping bag, had tents available, so whatever kind of configuration you needed, they had all the gear for you. And then they also provided us with our transportation out of the canyon, the helicopter out of the canyon, and then the commuter plane from the Barton back to Las Vegas. So going with a commercial outfitter for us was just the way to go. Like I said, I couldn't say enough about them. They were just really, really good to go with. But anyway, like I mentioned, this was a great trip, a great adventure, and we're so excited to share it with you and hope you enjoy it. So we are a little bit down the Bright Angel Trail, maybe 0.4 or so, and it's just beautiful. I mean, look at that back there. How can you beat that for a Friday morning? Lori's hanging in. really well. We're actually toward the back of our group. We stayed back here a little bit so that we could enjoy the views a little bit, not get caught up in all the just the rush of everything. We can vlog a little bit, but it's absolutely gorgeous, and just makes us more excited for the rest of this trip. Look at that. Is that? Oh, it's just spectacular. Almost as far as you can see. We're headed right down there. Gotta keep going. He's got a bunch of switchbacks this morning, right on down. Lori's in front of me, catching a lot of people coming up. They are troopers. Good morning, how are you?
Doing good, how about yourself?
Good.
Alrighty.
Sun's coming up. Still got a cloudy sky, but the views are just awesome.
We made it halfway. Pretty steep, I'm telling you. Wasn't it, Dad?
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's getting hot, so
Show you the break area.
really kind of got into a different part of the trail, a little bit more deserty down here. Toilets, a bit of a campground. We're seeing quite a few people coming back up, which let me tell you, that's a haul. But we're making it. We're about 4.5 miles down into our 7, almost 8 mile journey. So we're over halfway. I think everybody's holding up pretty well. Okay, we're down in the lower half of the Bright Angel Trail. We met one of our river guides coming up, and his name's Ross. And he came up to meet us, make sure everybody knew where they were going, what we were doing, things like that. This part of the trail's flattened out a little bit. Really pretty, the sun's out, and we're just trying to keep making our way, enjoying the scenery. We just dropped down into this level of the canyon. Look at this. We're on switchbacks. There's part of our crew going back, but each time we get to a different level, it's just incredible. Colors on the rocks change. Lori just went ahead of me. She'll be coming back. Absolutely beautiful. All right, gang, we are at the bottom end of the Bright Angel Trail. My Garmin says that we're at about 7.75, but I found it to be a little bit ahead of pace. But waters are starting to run, and it's just magnificent. Back down into some shade. Feels great. I think they've had some temperatures down at the bottom over 100. I think when we started off at 450 this morning, the temperature was around 48. So it drops quite a bit. Starting to see more water. We come out of that. Probably right around the corner. Yep, there it is. It is the Colorado. We're right here. Here's our other folks. Hours and we'll be headed that way. Okay, this is our group down here. Getting ready to go through lots of orientation. We got 6 boats, 23 people total, including 7. That includes 7 guides. And then that's just a little bitty rapid. We got one 10 miles in. Called Crystal Falls. It's much, I think one of the more difficult ones on the trail, actually, or on the river, actually.